All right. Y'all, Lotto's pregnant, and 21 Savage is the baby daddy. I'm just going to keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck, and that's just the truth. And I hope y'all know. All roads lead to Texas. We've been known a week ago. Nah, it's not. It wasn't confirmed. You know what I mean? I got called for that. You know, and yeah. You know what I mean? Also, what the fuck? Who the fuck is Afro Man? Oh, is that the How to Get High guy? Why has he been trending on my shit, bro? Why is the Afro Man trending on my shit, bro? What that man do, bro? What that man do, bro? Why he got this big ass suit on, bro? What the fuck? What the hell, bro? I know I'm late to that, but like, damn, bro, I've been seeing that man.
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Voss, and this is a breakdown of the trailer for the new HBO Harry Potter series coming Christmas.
He made a song about officers that raided his house
after the original published title of the first 1997 book. In this video, I'm going to break down this trailer shot by shot for the adaptation choices from the source material, how this 8-episode season will compare to the 2001 film, why HBO is even doing the series, and some little details and Easter eggs already popping out from this trailer footage that speak volumes about what they are trying to accomplish with this show. If you are
that
new
man made
to
one song and now you know what I mean.
Harry Potter has been one of the franchises we've been covering since the beginning.
You better keep that body tight.
We broke down all 8 of the films from the Daniel Radcliffe era, and you can still watch those videos on this channel. I grew up reading these books, and they were really the first lore that I truly obsessed over as a kid. I spent many hours refreshing MuggleNet and Wiki Cauldron for updates, lining up outside the nearest Barnes & Noble when books released. And as I'm now seeing this HBO series, I'm just fascinated to see some of the choices it's making to try to embrace the themes, the tones, and details from the book that the films just had to leave out. So that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Let's get started. The trailer opens at the Dursley house for Privet Drive as Aunt Petunia aggressively cuts the unwieldy hair of her nephew Harry Potter and assures him that he is not special. We see Uncle Vernon absent-mindedly reading the newspaper and Harry being shoved so—
Oh, that's the uncle? So did they just make him like fat on purpose then? All right.
House for Privet Drive as Aunt Petunia aggressively cuts the unwieldy hair of her nephew Harry Potter and assures him that he is not special. We see Uncle Vernon absent-mindedly reading the newspaper and Harry being shoved so violently into his room, the cupboard under the stairs, as he wears the oversized clothes that are hand-me-downs from his cousin Dudley. I like how in the darkness of this cramped space, you can see all the drawings that Harry put up to try to give some—
Wait, did they ever, when Harry put him, inflated him, what movie was that? Wait, I forgot. Well, was that the second to last movie before he, the last time he left the house? Did they ever found that nigga? Like, I just really thought about that.
Decoration.
They ever find that nigga?
He plays with are just the ones that Dudley broke. Harry Potter in the show will be played by young actor Dominic McLaughlin. Aunt Petunia is played by Bill Powley. Vernon is played by Daniel Rigby, and Dudley is played by Amos Kitson. He
looked like a Dudley too. This nigga looked like a Dudley.
Powley. Vernon is played by Daniel Rigby, and Dudley is—
Bro, he looked like a Dudley, bro. I'm sorry. He looked like a— He just looked— Bro, he looked like his name is Dudley, bro.
Played by Amos Kitson. One major difference that we're seeing in the show that's definitely more in the book is how much the book embraces the themes of Roald Dahl, shining a light on the forgotten, mistreated, and sometimes straight-up abused children of England. And yes, the novel does include the detail that Petunia would try to trim and comb the messy hair that Harry inherited from his father James, but that hair would just grow back and go back to the tangled mess it always is the very next day. One of the many unusual behaviors and accidents that follow young Harry before he learns he's a wizard. And while Fiona Shaw was iconic as Aunt Petunia in the films, I appreciate the desperate spite Belle Powley brings.
I will say though, like, to be fair, like, because when we were talking about this earlier, half the people that are in that movie, they're too old to try to reprise their roles. So it's like, why people want to get the same actors that were in the movies in the show? That don't make no sense.
Here, first off, Petunia is described as blonde.
They have them either dead or old.
But her insistence at telling her nephew here that he is like not special is really Petunia projecting her lingering resentment toward her sister Lily, and how Petunia grew up hating that Lily was a witch. So these are the kind of things she wished she had said to her sister, and she's projecting it now on her nephew. I love including this in the trailer because the movie's really focused on the rage and abuse inflicted by Uncle Vernon, but it kind of left out the quieter cruelty from Aunt Petunia. In this show, it's going to include that. I think it's actually very important because now this show has the benefit of knowing the full arc of the story, including everything about Petunia that would be revealed in Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows. When the films
okay, so this is going to be completely different from the actual movie then, right? So I guess I have to watch this if I guess I have to watch this if there's some hidden shit in there.
And in 2001, the producers didn't know exactly where the books were going to go. And I also love how expressive Petunia's eyes are here and how they match with Harry's eyes because of how
it looks like they're bringing up more details from the books.
To the lore as it evolves. The eyes are really the key to the love charm that Lily
were the books that much of a difference though than the movie though?
Voldemort's killing curse to rebound. You'll notice
like
that all of the
every detail
of the characters in the show is specific to the early 90s.
I can get like some, but not. Is it like that much?
Detail that we're seeing on the show. The 2001 film and the films that followed mostly existed in a non-specific and contemporary setting of UK culture. But technically, the first Harry Potter book takes place in the year of 1991.
Damn!
And the seventh book takes
what?
place 7 years later in 1998. And all.
Wait. So this was set in 1991? I thought they were set in more modern. Wait, what? How the fuck? Wait a second. Hold on. Wait. Oh, the books were. Also, did the movies just... Okay, so the movies changed the time that it was... Oh, the movies were set. Okay, all right. I'll shut up.
All of these dates are actually specific with the 20th century history that we learned about.
Because you know what I was about to say, bro.
Giving these characters 1991 haircuts.
You know what I was about to say, bro.
The production is taking
because y'all got a lot of explaining to do.
Harry gets chased through his school by Dudley's gang. I'm assuming these kids are Piers, Puncus, Dennis, Gordon, and Malcolm.
That cleared it. Okay.
Harry's lightning bolt scar, and then Harry finds the Hogwarts acceptance.
So this is actually
exactly
accurate. So they're going for real accuracy.
Specifically in the cupboard under the stairs. Most of the footage from this trailer seems to be what will be coming from the first 2 episodes of the season. The Philosopher's Stone novel, or Sorcerer's Stone as it's known in the US, spends several chapters.
Why does that change? Can somebody tell me that?
And the Dursleys dealing with the letters and all the different places Vernon takes them to escape the letters until Hagrid finds them in that sea shack.
You said we're going to see Harry in his school before Hogwarts?
Until, like,
oh yeah, because we never got to see that.
We see Harry riding in the London Tube with Rubius Hagrid, played by Nick Frost on this series. He looks great. Pretty much exactly like the Robbie Coltrane Hagrid from the movies. Hagrid compliments James and Lily
never
as
replace
funny
Hagrid,
and clever,
bro.
And they stood up for what was right.
I don't know, man.
And we focus on
asking
Harry's
me.
eye and a close-up as he touches his scar.
Right.
His mother's charm still echoing through his eyes and tingling through the scar that made Harry into one of Voldemort's Horcruxes, actually. Harry finds himself alone.
So we're really going to have to watch Harry get bullied?
Footlocker and the cage-carrying Hedwig.
I'm sorry. I don't think I can watch a whole series of Harry just getting bullied the whole time. It was already bad enough for him getting bullied by Dudley and his aunt and uncle. I don't want to see him get bullied at school too, bro. Like, that shit gonna piss me off even more. I was already heated seeing that already.
Harry sprinting, which is probably at the column
I'm
between
like, Harry, stand up for yourself,
which is, of course, where the portal is hidden. I assume the production is going to invent a different portal site in the station than the tourist area that's in London's actual King's Cross station. Harry looks out the window of the Hogwarts Express to see Molly Weasley, played by Catherine Parkinson, hugging Ron Weasley, played by Alistair Stout, because her youngest boy is headed off on his first year. Harry, who has no memory of any
we're not going to see his brothers, though. We're not going to see the brothers, aren't we?
Envy for Ron and the affection he gets from Molly. So I like that we see that here, especially in how it sets up this next shot. In the reflection of the window on the shot of Harry, you can see Jenny Weasley, played by Gracie Cochran, standing off to the side. So it's fun to see how this shot already begins pairing these two together. And in a way, it all...
Yeah, I mean, they kind of look more... Wait, hold on. They kind of look more the same age than they do in the movies, though. Okay, so I guess they fixed that, because I was about to say,
played by Gracie Cochran, standing off to the
side. They look more of the same age.
So it's fun to see how this shot
because in the first
pairing these two movie, and in a way, it all comes to the longing Harry feels from the women in
Harry's
about to
get some allegations. That's all I'm saying.
Hogsmeade Station, followed by Hagrid leading the first years on the path through the woods. We don't see any shots of the little boats they have to use to get across the lake yet, but we see Hagrid banging on the huge iron door knocker and leading the first years through the entrance hall of Hogwarts toward.
So is that Asian girl? Is that Asian girl? Was that a movie only type of thing? Was she not in the books? Cause if that's the case, I might have to redact what I said about certain things.
Professor Minerva McGonagall, played by Janet McTeer. You remember her from Ozark and The Menu. We see the banners of some Hogwarts houses. I think that's either Gryffindor or maybe
You're not sure, but she really appeared in one of the
Serpents on Green
movies.
Interestingly, you can see the trunk of a tree growing through this hall, and the staircases go every which way as they were described in the book.
I ain't gonna lie.
The moving staircases was an invention for the film series starting in 2001, but it is important that staircases in Hogwarts still just be generally confusing and disorienting.
Oh, that's probably too far off.
We see a close-up of the Sorting Hats.
I guess we're not going to see Luna.
All of his songs is a book detail I'm most excited to see adapted for the HBO series, because the movies just kind of had to jettison all of the Sorting Hat's cryptic songs. But each year, the songs, at least when Harry is present to hear them,
I'm actually kind of excited now. Hold on.
Upcoming year. And on the show,
I know I said I wasn't excited before. I'm actually kind of excited now.
The amazing actor who played Qyburn on Game of Thrones, Partagaz on Andor, and Prime Minister Harold Macmillan on The Crown, plays Garrick Ollivander, who hands Harry his wand, 11 inches long, made of holly.
Oh, Cho Chang is in the books.
Telling Harry that they expect great things from him.
So Harry's just a whore.
Heavyweights like Maggie Smith and John Hurt playing characters like this.
So he's just a whore.
And Anton Lesser are incredible talents in their own rights who made shows like Ozark and Andor as great as they are. We see Harry in his Hogwarts robes with Ron to the right.
Hey, I fuck with Hermione, bro.
Hermione Granger of this series, Arabella Stanton. This actress voices Hermione in the Audible project and is the only member of the trio who's playing.
Hey, I fuck with Hermione, bro. I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's my goat right there.
Both in the audiobook and this HBO series.
I fuck with Hermione,
I'm assuming this is a Gryffindor common room, but hanging from the curved staircases behind them appear to be
she look like she gonna be on some thug timing. I need her to beat Draco bitch ass again.
I assume is a great hall behind them. There are Slytherin banners hanging from the upper right and on the left. It must be on the day of one of the Quidditch matches, or maybe it's at the end of the season when Slytherin thinks that they won the House Cup. They're gonna be pissed. There's a lecture hall where Harry attends this class. Based on the image on the screen that shows some ancient art, I think depicting the castle of Hogwarts, maybe discussing its founding. I think this class would be the history of magic. This is a class that was left out of the movies, along with the ghost professor of that class, Professor Binns. Richard Durden has been cast as Professor Binns for this series. I don't see any ghost teacher in this shot. It
Professor
is kind of dark,
Binns.
though.
I don't know
in
who
general,
that is.
the ghosts of Hogwarts, along
that
with
must be a
the
book only type of thing,
are elements from the books that this
I don't
HBO
remember
series
that nigga.
really does need to include more.
To be fair, I don't really remember a lot of the professors.
The school can play very big roles in how the kids
solve the mysteries. He said he was left out of the movies. Okay,
the upper levels, Harry looks
I'm not paying attention.
I think is either the Owlery or the Astronomy Tower, or maybe how this HBO series depicts the upper floors of the Gryffindor house, because Gryffindor house is supposed to have stairs that split off into two sides, one for boys, one for girls, and each grade level takes a different floor.
Wait,
then an overhead shot of the Gryffindor common room as we fly away from Harry,
I guess it's a big ass
upward down on the couches. I think that's Fred and George tossing a red ball, maybe a Quidditch quaffle, or maybe Neville's Remember All. Then we see the Draco Malfoy of the series.
Wait, that's Draco? I didn't even put that together. Yo, it went by so fast. I don't remember seeing. Wait, so this is Draco? He looked like a bitch ass nigga. I'm sorry. Yo, I ain't even trying to hoe him, bro. I'm not even trying to hoe him. But the other Draco, even though I know I said when we first watched the movie, I fuck with Gang heavy until he did the thing that he did. I could just tell I ain't gonna like this nigga at all, bro. He just looks like my daddy's better than yours. Like, he just looked like that, bro.
Played by Gregory Goyle, played by William Nash. Vincent Crabbe, played by Finn Stevens.
Right,
that's Pansy Parkinson, played by Layla
Who the fuck is it?
Seeing Draco's wand here is significant. 10-inch hawthorn wood wand with a unicorn hair core.
He looked like a bitch ass nigga. I'm sorry.
Spoilers, because at this point, if you're watching the show, you've read the books, you've seen the movies. We all know what happens in Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and Deathly Hallows.
I never watched the book, sir. I didn't watch the books, I only watched the movies.
In the future, this wand will technically become the most dominant wand after Draco uses it to disarm Dumbledore of the Elder Wand at the end of Half-Blood Prince. And then Harry wrestles this wand out of Malfoy's hand in Malfoy Manor in Deathly Hallows, and it becomes the same wand Harry will use thereafter. And due to Elder Wand succession logic,
I can see people not giving this a chance, though. I feel like niggas gotta give this show a chance, man.
The Nimbus 2000.
I feel like y'all gotta give this show a chance.
As a snitch, and we see the 3 Quidditch
especially if you're a fan of the books.
It's
gonna go more in depth in the books.
School funds or her own
I feel like you gotta give it a chance. I'm locked in to watch this.
Being Being a nerd is fun and confusing. My brain absorbed confused on credit store. Click the link in the walking out on the snow-covered pitch. This was a Quidditch match that was omitted from the first film, but described in the first book, taking place after the second term had started, where heavy snowballs
where my boy Longbottom at?
Endless rain. Severus Snape actually referees this match. George hits a bludger at Snape,
where my boy Longbottom at? I need my boy Longbottom.
After 5 minutes, likely setting the record.
He said franchise that
you can see that the pitch has some snow like Harry Potter can visible. This would have been done by Hagrid or Argus Filch, who in this show will be played by Paul Whitehouse.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, they literally already getting mad because of Snape. So I'm not. Whatever other changes that they're about to do in this, I can already tell that it's gonna probably be some, I can already tell, bruh. I feel like I already know where this is gonna go, bruh. Because mind you, we're gonna have like if he's playing Professor Snape, depending on how many, if they're depending on how many seasons they're doing, because I'm assuming they're doing 6 or 7 seasons of this. If I'm just basing this off of just what we like, unless if it's gonna be longer. I'm assuming they're going because they wouldn't cast the Harry Potter actor and a lot of the cast way younger if they weren't going to do multiple seasons of this. So I'm assuming they're going to do like 6 or 7 seasons of this. He's going to be Snape for the entirety of those 7 seasons, bro. So y'all getting mad now. It's like, he said, plus you're sure J.K. Rowling probably had to approve most of these decisions anyway. Yeah, I would assume. I don't know if he said how much she's involved in it, but obviously, she did make some disparaging comments, which I'm not a fan of. But I'm assuming she might have some creative control. So you can't go against the writer who wrote the book. So I mean, I don't know.
It has some snow plowed to make the lines visible. This would have been done by Hagrid or Argus Filch, who in this show will be played by Paul Whitehouse, who actually played Sir Cadogan in the 2004 film Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. But his scenes were removed and he only appeared as a background cameo. You can see Fred, played by Tristan Harland, and George, played by Gabriel Harland.
It's the brothers!
Beaters of the team. Ahead of them.
Oh, my bad. It's the brothers!
The 3 girls would be Chasers Angelina Johnson, played by Asha Soatan, Alicia Spinnet, played by Sarana Suling Bliss, and Katie Bell, played...
Wait, y'all say another black person in Hogwarts? This shit is DEI!
By Erie Farrell, and then of course the team captain Oliver Wood, played by Orson Matthews.
No black person can be a wizard.
And of course Harry the Seeker would be at the end. No, Cedric Diggory would not yet be the Seeker for the Hufflepuff Quidditch team. He won't take the spot until his 5th year, which would be in season 3 of the show. And we see Ron and Hermione cheering from the stands. Quidditch is another way this HBO series could improve on the films. The Quidditch sequences of the films were among the most exciting, but there were often a lot of matches that they just couldn't fit into the movies.
He was a real ass
nigga,
instead
of just one big Quidditch
He's a solid ass nigga.
I want a lot of Quidditch. We see the herbology class led by Professor Pomona Sprout, played by Serene Saba. We see Hermione and a few down from her. I think that would be Parvati Sprout, played by Serene Saba. We see Hermione.
Oh, that's the Never mind. I don't want to get it wrong.
And a few down from her, I think that would be Parvati Patil, who's played by Alessia Leone, who's the Patil twin who was sorted into Gryffindor. It wouldn't be Padma, who's in Ravenclaw, because in book 1, Gryffindor first years had this class with Hufflepuff. Harry and Ron running down the hall. Maybe this is during the Christmas that the two spend alone together in the school. And then Harry and Ron goofing off in the Hogwarts Express train car after Harry ordered the lot from the treat cart. I think the pyramid-shaped box might be for a chocolate frog.
You say you're never missing the class?
In a snowball fight and Hagrid making a snow angel. And then an upward-facing shot of the Gryffindor Quidditch team all throwing their hands in before a match. You can see Oliver Wood in the upper left of the shot there.
Woman is
and then we see Harry walking up in his Quidditch Seeker robes with his cape reading Potter, number 7. Of course,
that shit hard.
His father, James, carrying his broom. This shot just looks great. It looks like he was late to the Hufflepuff match and he's just gonna have to push through the crowd here. Then Harry and Ron roast marshmallows and eat some other treats by the fireplace in the Gryffindor common room. I think this would also be during the Christmas holiday. And then we get our one shot in this trailer of Severus Snape, cast in the series as actor Papa Asidu. This actor is incredibly talented. I first remember seeing him in the HBO.
Yeah, but apparently he's not talented enough to play Snape.
Series I May Destroy You. He was also in Black Mirror, Demon 79, and a number of other roles. Now,
Oh, wait.
I May Destroy You. He was also in Black Mirror, Demon 79.
I forgot what episode. Was this the episode where they were like drunk or some shit? And then like fucking, wait, hold on. I'm gonna have to rewatch that episode. Nah, that outfit, hey, he killing that shit. I ain't gonna lie. All I need this man to do is to have a deep voice. It's really the voice for real. If he got a Snape ass voice, I don't want to hear no complaints.
9 and a number of other roles. Now, the casting of a black actor as Severus Snape certainly started some discourse. Much of it unfortunate. Also, I guess because in many people's minds, Alan Rickman's incredible take on the character should mean only actors who look like, I guess, Adam Driver.
Nigga, if Adam Driver was to play Snape, nobody's watching it, bruh. No disrespect. I'm not even trying to be that guy. Nobody's watching. Bro, y'all will be just as equally pissed. I don't care. Nigga, y'all got mad at him for playing in Star Wars fucking a crybaby. Y'all want him to play Snape? Like, what are we on, bruh? Was Adam Driver really the person y'all wanted to play Snape? Really? Really? Nigga, I'd rather fucking, whatchamacallit, goddamn Austin Butler play Snape. What the fuck? Hell no. Adam Driver killed Mona Lisa. What? When did that happen? Bro, this is the same people that complained about Adam Driver being in fucking Star Wars, crying the whole fucking time, losing to a goddamn woke liberal left woman. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what the hell? Y'all think he have to side with y'all niggas? Like, bro, what? Like, y'all trying to get him out of here with that woke DI shit, bro. Fuck wrong with y'all?
Should play the character of Severus Snape. People are pointing to the book's description of the character as a man with greasy hair and a crooked nose. I personally don't really care about the physical description of the character because this actor really is that good.
Hold on.
I personally don't really care about.
You say Harry, who's starting to feel a little warm and sleepy, looked up at the high table again. Hagrid was drinking deeply from his goblet. Professor McGonagall was talking to Professor Dumbledore. Professor Quirrell, in his absurd turban, was talking to a teacher with greasy black hair, a hooked nose, and shallow skin. I thought that nigga said pale skin. Wait, what does shallow skin mean? You said they need Paperboy from Atlanta to play. Hell nah. Wait, what the fuck does shallow skin mean? I know I'm about to get canceled. What does that mean? Because I already know niggas about to, you know what I'm saying? Dull and lackluster complexion characterized by yellow or brown undertones. So often accompanied by dryness and decreased elasticity. So a nigga can still play this. It literally says yellow or brownish undertones. Is this not brownish undertones? Like, what are we on? Dude, nah, this about to heat me up. This about to heat me up, bro. You said yellowish or pale brown complexion, or often, indicating poor health and fatigue, typically referring to human skin. Unwell looking. So he just has to look sickly. Like I said, that's the same thing as pale skin. It's like he just has to look sickly. Like, this is this is the problem though, because people will take that pale, because they did this before. I forgot what there was another character that had this recent thing too, where they were trying to say like pale skin or some, describing the character being like they're supposed to be white. Like, no, bro, like no, it means that they're supposed to be like sickly and like and like, you know what I mean, not looking well. That doesn't describe pale skin versus your ethnicity is two different things. What we on, bro? What we on? Pale skin versus somebody's actual melanin count are two different things, bro. Come on, man. Now I'm really getting pissed.
The physical description of the character, because this actor really is that good, and these are all fantasy characters.
Thank you.
I will say this: when we get to like season 3, season 4, and season 5, and we start to learn the backstory of Harry's father, James, and his buddies Sirius Black, Remus Lupin, and Peter.
Oh wait, that's gonna look racist as hell. Wait, As I was thinking about it too, I was gonna say it earlier, but now it's like, oh, that's gonna look racist. Bro, cause Harry's dad, bro, this nigga, wait, hold on, wait, actually, you know what? Maybe we should make it white. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Maybe we should make it white, bro, because that's gonna make Harry, bro, that gonna make James look racist as hell, boy. That's gonna make that man look racist. Wait, but maybe they might, hey, wait, hold on. Maybe y'all might like that though. Hold on, let's clock that shit. Y'all complaining now. Y'all complaining now, though. Y'all complaining now. But y'all might like that shit. I ain't gonna lie. They be like, wait, hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. Y'all said James Potter wasn't no snowflake, nigga? Harry's dad was real as fuck. He said, no colors in my dorms? Y'all said no colors? In Gryffindor, bitch? Yeah, he stood on business? Y'all say, yeah, I know where he was at in January 6th? Y'all say he voted for Trump? Y'all say he was watching Nick Fuentes? Bro, if they make James into like a fucking manosphere ass nigga, red pill ass nigga, I'm going to actually kill myself, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If they make James into some red pill ass nigga, bro, oh lord, bro, this ain't, bro. I can already see it now. Oh, this is about to be another short. I can already see it now, bro. When season 3 or 4 come out, when they go back to Harry Potter, go back to learn about James and shit, they are going. Yo, they are going. I'm gonna see niggas change their profile pictures to this man, James. They about to champion the fuck out this man, bro. They about to be like, we voted him for president, all types of shit. Oh man, he might revive the red pill community. I ain't gonna lie. He gonna revive the red pill community. Oh lord, the only way you can retcon this is if you make James black too. I don't know. As a white guy, we don't claim Nick Fuentes. He is pure Tahitian. The fuck is that? I mean, that nigga, he not even white. That's the crazy part. It'd be non-white people that be the most craziest. Hey, it is what it is, though. He's Tahiti? I know Tahiti's an island. I didn't know that. I didn't know you pluralized that. That was crazy. Nah, this is, bro, just thinking about that hindsight, yeah, that is gonna be kind of crazy, though. Nah, they really trying to hold my boy James, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Grew and the torment they all inflicted on Severus, I will say, it's just gonna look a little bad if all 4 of those actors are white dudes. And it needs to still be part of the show because Harry learning that his father was kind of a bully is just important character development for Harry and his relationship with Snape. And I really don't think HBO wants to imply in any way, shape, or form that James Potter was racist. Now, I guess maybe the show could offset the optics there by making Sirius or Remus and or Peter Pettigrew non-white actors, but it is James who leads the charge against Severus.
I mean, they kind of fucked themselves over on this one. I ain't gonna lie. Cause how do you do this without making it look bad though? They'll probably make the scene not as bad as it looks. Yeah, but you gotta convey that he's a bully though, cause that was the whole point in the movie, right? Like that was literally why like Harry Potter started like he second guessing like, you know, was my dad a good guy or not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, look, and mind you, I was the main guy that was saying fuck Snape. It's still, cause you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I didn't give a fuck about that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't care. This right here is gonna make me look bad, cause now I'm like, cause I was still on James' side, high key. Now I'm like, you know, I can't say that, bro. I ain't gonna be like, it's that's gonna. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do that for real. I mean, unless if they like, I don't know. Yeah, I think he has to make the other people that was with him not. I don't. It's still gonna look. It's gonna look bad regardless. I don't think you can. Unless, yeah, I mean, unless if they don't show. Unless if it's not a montage, right? Unless if it's just like one scene where he's like doing something mild, then I guess you can kind of pass that. But I still feel like people are still gonna be like, so James racist? It's like, it's like, what I mean? Like, people can pick on people without it specifically tying to race. So it's gonna look crazy. But obviously James is not racist, nigga. Like, obviously not, bro. Like, but it's like, I don't know how you frame this other than just, I guess he's gonna have to hit him with the, what do you mean? I didn't attack Snape because he's black. I attacked him because he's a dork. That's not gonna work either. He's gonna have to say, I don't see color. I don't know, man. I don't know how to fix this, bro. He's gonna have to say, I don't see color.
Somebody made that?
I bully all kinds of people, not just black people. Look, I bully Asian people too, bro. I bully my own white people, bro. I don't know. They're gonna have to, bro. He gonna have to be. I don't see color when it comes to wizardry. I don't see color when it comes to wizardry, bro. All lives don't matter. All wizard lives matter. You know what I'm saying?
And based on the actor that cast as Harry, we have to assume that James Potter is going to be white too. Also, if you were to make Sirius Black, and all of the House of Black, it's going to create...
Okay, they're not going to make Sirius Black. That would just actually be stupid. Because that's Harry's godfather. Well, actually, no, he has to, though. Yo, they might be cooked. Yo, they might be cooked. Yo, imagine if they actually made Sirius Black. Oh, man, bro. Fuck. Golly, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They're gonna have to make Sirius Black. I don't know. Jamaican. Maybe they didn't think this through. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe people were right. You know what? Maybe making Snape white actually made more sense. I think I might have to take that TikTok down, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Now looking at this, maybe they might not be wrong. They might not. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Them DEI niggas, y'all might be right on this one, cause they might have wrote themselves in a hole here. Actually, no, hold on. No, fuck that. I got it. You make Sirius Black Dominican, right? You make Sirius Black Dominican, okay? So that is not, so you know what I'm saying? Like, no, me no black, me Dominican, you know what I'm saying? You're black, but you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, my name is not black, though, you know what I'm saying? I'm not black. Me no black, but my name black, you know what I'm saying? Me nombre black, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they got to do something like that, bro. Like, make him Dominican or like, Panamanian probably, you know what I'm saying? I can be Sirius Black, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Make him like Panamanian, Colombian, some shit, like, you know what I mean? Portuguese even, something. I don't know. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, something like that. Because he could still be Harry's grandfather and James, or not grandfather, godfather. He could be Harry's godfather and still make James not look really racist for real. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, my grandfather black, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, your godfather's black, you know what I'm saying? Like, my dad wasn't racist, you know what I'm saying? My godfather, he was, you know what I'm saying? He was Dominican. I don't know if Dominicans exist in this world, but you know what I'm saying? You are a Portuguese just like me in my eyes. All right, bro.
Other issues. And when it comes to this season, the first books, which will be the first seasons of this HBO series, show Harry and Ron always assuming it's Snape behind everything bad that happens. So I'm a little worried how it's going to look when these two little white kids keep pointing at their one black teacher and are like,
I'm not gonna lie. Wait, so is Sorcerer's Stone's Chamber of Secrets and Prisoner of Azkaban is all in one season? Damn, nigga! I thought it was only 8 episodes. Wait, I thought it was only 8 episodes. How they covering, you know what I'm saying? That's not CC. What the fuck? Damn, so they're doing Chamber of Secrets and Prisoner in Azkaban. Ah, shit, it might get real racist.
Of this HBO series, show Harry
watch
and Ron
Project Hail Mary, y'all if y'all
get
the chance.
So
wait, what's Project Hail Mary? What is that?
When these 2 little white kids keep pointing at their one black teacher and are like, it's him. So I don't know how it's gonna play out, but I have some faith in the writers and actors.
We're still doing Harry PP. It's a new show.
I think they have some plan here. But this moment where Snape is using Lumos, it would probably be when he's searching for Harry under his invisibility cloak during the Christmas holiday, when Harry first stumbles upon the Mirror of Erised.
Damn.
There is an additional promo image of Snape from the show that seems to be showing him in the Forbidden Forest after the events of the Gryffindor Hufflepuff Quidditch match. And then in the trailer,
they're turning it into a show.
Lithgow as Albus Dumbledore, perhaps the most important casting on the show outside of the 3 main kids. There's actually a better promo image of Dumbledore here in the Great Hall, but Lithgow has proven himself.
Can we retire Harry and Spider-Man?
British figures like Prime Minister.
No, Spider-Man forever. You know what I'm saying? Tight shit. No, I actually agree with CC. I ain't gonna lie. We might have to retire these niggas. I'm not mad at this though, because I'm new to Harry Potter, so I'm not mad at the Harry Potter show because I never read the books. So that way now I definitely don't have to read the books. I could just watch the show. But Spider-Man, yeah, I agree with you. Just for a little bit though. As a Spidey sexual. Retire Tom Holland from Spider-Man? No, then who's gonna pay the bills? Wait, no, well, Zendaya will pay the bills. He will. You know what I'm saying? Zendaya will do it. You know what I'm saying? She loves beating up on white men. So.
Winston Churchill in the earlier seasons of The Crown. He already looks pretty great here with his
Tom Zendaya.
Now, why is he holding this tuning fork looking instrument? Well, I think this might be a scene that was only described in book 1 when Dumbledore investigates.
Wait, but what's I'm about to look that up. What is Project
under Voldemort's orders trying to steal the Philosopher's Stone from Vault 713? Now, we don't see Quirrell in this trailer, but the character will be played by Luke Thallon. The trailer ends with this sweet.
I'm gonna be honest. If anybody was gonna be black, I thought it would be this guy.
Described
the guy from
when Dumbledore investigates the break-in attempt at the Vault at Gringotts. Remember when Professor Quirrell, under Voldemort's orders, tried to steal the Philosopher's Stone from Vault 713? I feel like
if they made him black, I feel like if they would have made him black, nobody would care. Because he's really not significant at all. So
played by Luke Thallon. The trailer ends with this sweet exchange.
Are you really Harry Potter?
This is really the first moment the trio comes together as friends. You can see the little bit of soot on Ron's nose, which is probably residual soot from the Weasleys using blue powder to travel from the burrow
we're about to check out a trailer.
I will admit it's kind of hard for someone from my generation to see.
I'm going to trust your opinion this one time. I'm going to give
iconic Hedwig theme. The score for the series, as composed by Hans Zimmer, featured throughout this trailer.
Nigga, Hans Zimmer. Oh no, I gotta watch this. Nigga, it's Hans Zimmer. What? Hans Zimmer doing the score for the show?
Nigga, yeah, really beautiful and mystifying in its own way. Yes, this early teaser does not really show much of the whimsy and magic that's a big part of Harry entering this world of witchcraft and wizardry, but it does give off the emotional themes of an abused, neglected child in suburban England in 1991, finding a new home, new friends, and a warmth at Hogwarts. It's easy to forget that there was a wholesome sweetness to book 1 that really does need to be established in the first season of the show in order for us to fall in love with these characters and urge them to fight.
Am I going to watch the Harry Potter show?
Later seasons. We don't see the exterior of Hogwarts in this teaser, but
I mean, it doesn't come out till Christmas, so it's literally a whole year from now. So we got a long ways to go, and it's unironic because we literally watched Harry Potter around this time anyway. So
when the show was first announced, they did show this exterior of the castle. I would say that the popularity of the overall brand will depend on the series maintaining certain design and architectural elements, and I think the spired look of Hogwarts Castle is among those. Now, other cast members I did not cover because we don't see them in this trailer.
Dead? How is this franchise still franchising?
Remember, Carvel played Tony Blair in later seasons of Crown, and recently amazingly played Prince Baelor Targaryen in A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Warwick Davis is coming back as Phyllis Flitwick, Professor of Charms and head of Ravenclaw House.
Okay, so technically that means that confirms that the book is connected to the movie then.
Making Warwick Davis the one actor to reprise his role from the film series. Lambert Wilson is playing Nicholas Flamel, the alchemist who gained immortality through the creation of the Philosopher's Stone.
Because we never seen him in the movie, so we get to see him in the show. Wait, no, we did see him in the movie, but he didn't really do much, right? I don't remember. I remember the ghost, but was the ghost and him the same?
Meet Nicholas Flamel in the Philosopher's Stone book. He actually first appears in live action in the Fantastic Beasts sequels. Johnny Flynn is playing Lucius Malfoy. Leo Early is playing Seamus Finnegan. Fantastic Beasts sequels. Johnny Flynn is playing.
He don't look like a bitch ass nigga enough. He don't look like a Draco to me personally.
Lucius Malfoy. Leo Early is playing Seamus Finnegan. Sienna Musa is playing Lavender
I wish
Brown.
I watched Harry Potter
Rory
young.
Wilmot
It's too late for me to
Louis
get into
Brealey
Harry Potter.
is playing Madam Hooch. Rory Spooner is playing Percy.
I don't agree with that because we literally watched Harry Potter last year. I'm a grown ass nigga and I enjoyed it. I had to bite my tongue on that one. I feel like it's a really enjoyable series. I literally slept on that shit, bro.
The alchemist who gained immortality through the creation of the Philosopher's Stone. We don't meet Nicholas Flamel in the Philosopher's Stone book. He actually first appears in live action in the Fantastic Beasts sequels. Johnny Flynn
Aren't the movies
is
like 3 hours?
Malfoy.
No, they were like two. They were like two and a half.
Playing Seamus
2.5
Finnegan.
hours.
Sienna Musa is playing Lavender Brown. Rory Wilmot is playing Neville Longbottom. Louis Brealey is playing Madam Hooch.
Also, I'm not gonna lie. Let me go back real quick. I said it before and I'll say it again.
Can I see you as my crush?
That's all I'm gonna say. No cap. Wait, who's playing Longbottom though? Hold on.
Is playing Lavender Brown. Rory Wilmot is playing Neville Longbottom.
He looked like a Longbottom, bro.
Louis Brealey is playing Madam Hooch. Rory Spooner is playing Percy Weasley. Elijah Ocean is playing Dean Thomas. And pretty much every other name that you remember from Philosopher's Stone is cast as a known actor. What we don't know about
yet you watched some Harry Potter movies as a kid, but you didn't even understand it until rewatching a few years ago.
Or any actor playing James or Lily Potter, as far as I know. Now, a lot of you were asking whether we would even cover this show, given J.K. Rowling's abhorrent comments on social media about trans people.
She's old, so yeah, she's old, you know. I don't agree with this statement at all.
People and the anti-trans causes she is donating money to. Here's what Dumbledore actor John Lithgow said on the subject in February to Variety. He said, quote, "I take the subject extremely seriously. She has created this amazing canon for young people and it has jumped into the consciousness of society. It's about good versus evil, kindness versus cruelty. I find her views ironic and inexplicable. I've never met her.
That's true.
She's not really involved in this production at all, but the people who are remarkable. It upsets."
Okay, so she has literally nothing to do with this. So they might use that as ammo. Actually, that's actually kind of bad. Cause if she does have nothing to do with this, then they're gonna be like, see the person who created this didn't want this. Like,
me when people are opposed to me having anything to do with this, but in Potter canon, you see no trace of transphobic sensitivity. She's written this meditation of kindness and acceptance, and Dumbledore is a beautiful role. It was a hard decision. It made me uncomfortable and unhappy that people insisted I walk away from the job. I chose not to do that. My thinking on all of this is, it is just getting harder and harder to be a professional trying to make a living covering entertainment news, working at a channel like New Rockstars whose existence really depends on our ability to cover major streaming series. To be an adult in a complex world, you do have to be able to hold multiple conflicting truths in your head at the same time. For example, I hate many of the causes that the people who run Amazon, Apple, and Paramount, and all the other tech media conglomerates are in.
I mean, I feel like, I can't even really say this because now it's like, you know, we live in a day and age now where like people can't watch something because it's politically tied to something, which is like, you know, I understand. I really try me personally, I just try the best to just separate the art from the artist. Honestly, I know you can't apply that to everything because, you know, it's damn if you do, damn if you don't type shit. But it's like, man, not everybody gonna be stay 10 tones on all their morals, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to word it any better than like, I'm sorry. Everybody in this world that something that you like, somebody most likely is problematic, made it, bro. I'm just being real. Whether if it's an actor or the person, a creator or writer or whatever, like, bro, like I'm gonna be honest. Every person that has created anything, they probably are not the best people in the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of hard to like really stand 10 toes on one thing. when you support something else that you may not know that, you know, it might be your favorite thing, but the person who created or something might be also a horrible person, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like Quentin Tarantino films, you know what I'm saying? But you know who funded those some of those favorite Quentin Tarantino films? Especially Kill Bill? Harvey Weinstein. I didn't know that until fucking I watched a documentary on that shit. What am I not supposed to watch Kill Bill now? Cause I don't even really know what Harvey Weinstein really did. I just know he's a bad person, but it's leaving still like, nigga, how, like, you know what I'm saying? Some things are just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It's impossible to really like, that's more on somebody else's moral high ground. I don't know, but like, I feel like it's impossible to really, you know, keep up with all that shit, bro. It's impossible, bro. Every shit that has ever been made in media, whether it's music, movies, anime, cartoons, whatever, like somebody problematic or somebody that has said some dumb, somebody you may not agree with morally has probably made some of your favorite shit, bro, or had a hand in it, or was involved with it some way, shape, or form to mold that art into something. It's impossible to be able to keep the same energy on all the shit, bro. I'm just being honest. It's impossible, bro. Like, that nigga, Mr. Weinstein, has literally put his hands on multiple movies that I love. I can't disown these movies because I love these movies. And I know they don't stand for that shit, but it's like, come on, gang. Like, what's a nigga supposed to do? What is a nigga supposed to do? I feel like Harry Potter is very easy to separate the art from the artist. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I feel like most people who think of Harry Potter, I don't even think they think of J.K. Rowling. And yeah, she made one horrible comment, and I don't agree with it either. That shit was ass. You know, she was tripping for that. But nigga, I'm not transphobic because I newly have fell in love with, you know, Harry Potter. Like, it's impossible. Especially, it's literally counterintuitive. Like the nigga said, it's counterintuitive what she said compared to what she built. Like, I don't even think she even believed that, so if we're gonna be honest.
Invested in, and yeah, the work I do inevitably does increase the relevance of IP that allows some of those assholes to spend money in ways I dislike. But looking at this show, I was just wondering if maybe this could be an opportunity to celebrate the beauty and virtue that these stories should be about.
The worst people made the greatest shit.
The series that many others on this platform might
it's
just
unfortunate, but it's true.
So I'm still deciding what to do about this show. But what do you think? Is it possible to cover a show like this the right way? Does J.K. Rowling have the millions she has, regardless of whether or not a YouTube channel makes videos about a new adaptation of her works? Could there be a higher purpose in analyzing?
I mean, she's not getting paid for this, so it's like, you're not really supporting her. Or I don't know how the legal part goes, but if she has no involvement in this, and she's probably only getting paid for the IP, i.e. the name, I mean, am I really supporting it? Nigga, sell the seven C's, nigga. Y'all know what to do. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? That's the easiest way to not support that shit. If you really, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna get money from me, nigga. Sell the 7 C's, bitch. No monkey D. Luffy.
Art from artists whose actions you disagree with. Comment down below with your thoughts on this and everything you saw in the trailer.
Shout out that man, bro.
And special thanks to one of our YouTube members, Paolo.
You can't please them
for
all,
supporting
bro.
us at the executive producer level. You can get all of our exclusive bonus content by clicking on the link in the description or going to nrunderground.supercast.com.
Damn, bro. Hey, that was a good video. I'm not gonna lie. That was a W video. I've been waiting to watch a new Rockstars video of something I can actually watch without him spoiling that shit. All right, what is this? Real quick before I go. Project Hail Mary. What is this? Ryan Gosling, 2026 sci-fi movie. What the fuck is this?
Please state your name.
Ryland Grace. I spoke up from a coma.
What the?
I'm several light years from my apartment. And
nigga, is this a show or a movie?
I'm not an astronaut.
Oh, it looks this movie.
I'm not an astronaut.
If you don't go, you die. We're the rest of us.
You thought he was in foreskin?
The sun is dying.
What?
You are the only scientist who might know what this says.
I might watch this tonight before I go to bed. Hold on.
You have a doctorate in molecular
Y'all got me at sci-fi.
I need you to come with us. This is Project Hail Mary. The sun is not the only star dying. Every star was infected by its neighbor, except one.
Why?
We don't know.
Which is why we built a ship.
Lionel? Wait, you saw Lionel?
Find out.
It's 11.9 light years away. The astronauts
Where that black man at?
die in space.
It's what you Americans would call a long shot.
Hail Mary. I get it. Who on earth is going to sign up for this?
If we do nothing, everything on this planet will go extinct.
A millisecond?
You'll find a solution.
You are my solution.
Oh.
I put the not an astronaut. I've never done anything. I've never done a space. I can't even moonwalk.
My own. Oh, it is Lionel. How did you spot Lionel for a quick second? I did not. I wasn't even trying to pause right here. I wasn't even trying to pause right here. That nigga got a fucking eye. God damn. Bro, I literally was just about to say, like, I want to watch this for the sci-fi, but I don't really like Ryan Gosling like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know, if this was Jake Gyllenhaal, I'll be all over this. I'll be, you know what I'm saying? But Ryan Gosling is just a B-grade Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm sorry. And yeah, I'm mad, bro. Like, I'm assuming it's okay, whatever. I'll watch it. You seem like a Ryan Gosling type of nigga? No. This is the best sci-fi movie you ever seen in your life? Okay. Have you ever seen Interstellar? Okay. Interstellar is right there. A 2001 Space Odyssey is right there. It's right there. Let's not glaze now. A Ryan Gosling sci-fi movie, the best sci-fi movie you ever seen? Okay. You will add this to your wish list. I'm watching this tonight.
I do. My place is in the classroom.
She not lying. You're just
counting on you.
This might be very hard for you to understand.
Hell, Mickey 17 is a great, you know what I'm saying?
You know who you are.
Mickey 17 is a great sci-fi movie. If we're talking about real sci-fi, have y'all not seen Arrival? Okay, Arrival's not a good sci-fi movie, but
you're gonna do great. I conquered zero G in 5 hours.
Like, don't get me started. Sci-fi my shit. Y'all don't really know sci-fi for real.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is that?
So I met an alien. He's kind of growing up.
Ryan, you're losing me, bro. Please, man. Bro, he just like nigga just ran into an alien species talking about, so I ran into an alien. Like, bro, like, if you don't get your coochie ate, nigga.
No, man. At least it's not growing in me, you know, which was a concern for a little while.
He said, where is this Lionel nigga from? He from Off Future. Right? He used to be in a group with Tyler, the Creator.
I'm gonna call you Rocky. Thumbs up.
Or what Ayo said.
No, that's thumbs down. You would do the thumbs.
He's in The Bear. Another great show. What the
It's close
fuck?
enough.
Oh, this is already out? Oh, wait, this shit's on Amazon? Right, hold on.
No, that's thumbs down. You would do the thumbs up. It's close enough.
Alright. I'll check it out. I don't know, Ryan kind of losing me a little bit, man. He kind of losing me a little bit, bro. He does look different here. Yeah, I mean, he put on a little weight. But, you know, it is what it is, though. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. I really can't wait for this end of Oak Street. That shit was fire. That was a fire trailer.